Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to work with markup and selling rates in Lula Build. So I'm inside of a project that's already been priced. So as you can see, all of the bill items have net rates associated with them, and these net rates represent the cost to company of this specific construction project. However, when selling this project to a client, you want to typically add some markup on top of your own costs and have selling rates which you can then use to quote the client on. Right, so as you can see, all of my selling rates are currently 0, and Lula Build provides you with quite a few options to assign markup to a project and to update selling rates. So the most simple way of doing it is simply switching on the table edit function, and then you can simply manually punch in desired selling rates. So let's say we would want to possibly sell this foundation for £340 per cube, and then you can simply punch in a selling rate and automatically a selling amount will be calculated for you. So that's the most straightforward way. Alternatively, you can also assign the selling rate of an item in the bill item editor. So if I open up this foundation item and I go into the bill item and I open up my rate breakdown tab, we can then see the selling rate there at the bottom, and you can once again fill in a new selling rate directly in that text field. Note that you've also got the option to fix a selling rate. So if you are happy with the selling rate and you don't want your selling rate to change, if you may possibly fiddle with the global selling rate of the project, you can fix the selling rate of this specific item and it won't be updated if you apply markup to the project in total. Okay, so let's just go back to the bill of quantities, and we then have a bunch of options to bulk assign markup to a set of bill items. So we can access most of those options via the markup action tab. And the most obvious option or most basic option is simply to assign a global markup to the full project. So let's say I want to assign 8% markup to all of these items. What it's going to do is it's going to take the net rates, add 8% and write in those values as the selling rates. If you want to apply that, you can click the apply markup option. It gives you a warning. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I do. And automatically selling rates are assigned. Note that you've also got the option here to bulk fix all of these selling rates, or to unfix the selling rates, or to round some of these selling rates to the nearest decimals or round numbers or whatever you want to do. Okay, a second global markup option that we've got is to markup to a selling amount. So we can, for example, say we want to sell this project for a nice round number of £140,000, and we want the system to calculate what markup should be assigned throughout this project to balance to that number. So then we can make use of the markup to selling amount and fill in £140,000 there, and it will automatically then calculate what the markup should be, assign the correct selling rates to balance to that number. All right. Alternatively, you can also mark up bill items by bill attributes. So you could, for example, say I want to assign 5% markup to all of my earthworks items, 10% markup to the masonry items, and so forth. All right, so if you have already grouped these items according to their trades, that's quite a convenient way of sort of bulk assigning markup to similar bill items. And obviously you can choose any of your bill attribute classes that you've defined here. Right, and the third way of applying markup is to make use of resource attributes. So let's say, for example, I want to mark up my labor at a fixed percentage, my material at a different percentage, and my plant at another percentage. I can once again just type in the markup here and click the apply markup option to apply that markup to my bill items. Take note that markup is a once-off operation, applying markup. So after I've applied markup, if I now go and update the net rates, the selling rates will not automatically be updated. You have to reapply the markup action to recalculate your selling rates. All right, and then you've also got the option to selectively apply markup. So if, for example, you want to apply markup to only a select few items, you can select them and then click the option apply markup to items, which again gives you the option to fill in the markup percentage, and it will automatically be applied to all of these selected items. So as you can see, there's really quite a few options to mark up your bill of quantities. You can either do it individually, or you can mark up the whole bill globally, or you can do it according to bill attributes or resource attributes. So it's very flexible and it gives you a lot of different options to achieve the desired markup that you want to. All right, that's all for today, and thanks for joining us.